Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. So recently hey traders, I better start with that first, right? Recently I got a comment on one of my YouTube videos that I did last week, and it was actually on the silver and gold market. And I did some analysis and I talked about how the long-term view is likely to be, is if we do hold here, this could be the start of like a nice big upward move, but it could be the start, right? Doesn't mean it's going to go vertical and we're not going to see 100 point one day. Forget that crap, right? It could be the start of a big upward move. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Before I start, guys, I've just added to the Master Trader Lab, which you can get a free trial right now. Very first thing in the description, I've just added the Advanced Chart Reading Mastery course. You're going to learn the powerful chart reading. These are the advanced chart reading techniques, strengthened moves, false breakouts, and so on and so forth, momentum, and so on and so forth. If you're interested in getting that, guys, very first thing in the description, I've just added to the Master Trader Lab the Advanced Chart Reading Mastery course, and you can get a free trial to that. Very first link in the description below. Now, let's get straight into this. Now, I had I'm laughing because it's just so interesting. All right, let me show you this screenshot here. All right, so this is the screenshot here of this video here that I did, and you can see right here. All right, so this analysis seems to be based mostly on hope. Now, what they're talking about was this. Let me delete that now. What I was talking about with this, okay, we're looking at this to the right here. We have the gold chart, the weekly chart, and to the left here we have the daily chart. Okay, so what do we have through here on this weekly chart over here? What do we have? We have just simply, we just have the chart, right? But no, Dow Jones, tell me something new. So I was saying in last week's video, right, that the market has been stair-stepping down, but we've been getting very weak momentum. Even though we've been stair-stepping down, it's been very weak on the downside. And then I said this big up bar may be the makings of the next move up. And the reason why I said that was because if you look over here on, let me just delete everything off the screen here. I said if you look on this chart through here, this where it is right now in especially with, man, I can't talk this morning, with silver. Silver, that's right, not silver, silver. This point through here, if this is a false breakout, we start to rally up through here. Guess what's going to happen here on the weekly chart? We're going to create that. Now, what is that? That is what? That's now a higher low, right? A significant higher low, and especially if we start to break past then previous highs, we have now shifted from a downward trend. High, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. This is still a lower high, right? So this is still a lower high downward trend. But if we start to hold here and we start to hold and create a little higher low and break up, that's now the market changing trend. So my friend Wayne, this is not based on hope. This is how the markets work, right? When the market starts to pick back up, just like it did back here. Look at this here. Lower high, lower high, lower high, low, low, higher low, break through previous highs, and then the way the market went, right? So the weekly chart's turning around there. Makes sense? So, and that's the same for the gold market, but the gold market is definitely a lot more stronger, right? And what I was saying here with the gold market, right, was just simply the same thing. Is that the gold market, especially the gold market, has been squeezing up into this. This is the weekly chart to the right here. To the daily chart, we had a low, we had a bit of a sideways movement. So this could be some sort of false breakout. And if we rally back up, look at any false breakout, right? That's how the markets work. If the market has a lot of support and then we break down and we go sideways and then we break back up, there's like a 75 to 80% chance it's going to rally back to the top of the channel, right? Because that's what the market does. When the market, actually, you know what? Let me just bring up Tesla here for a minute. All right, let me bring up Tesla here for a minute. Let me share this one. Let me share this back here with you. I think it was Tesla here. Was it Tesla? Ooh, let's go to the weekly chart. Yeah, so look at this back here, right? So notice this point back here. Look at this here. See the sideways movement, sideways, 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 sideways. What ended up happening? It came down. It flushed back up, went sideways, it broke back up. So what is this here right now? this here right now on Tesla is what? Just a false breakout, right? Because if it was a strong breakout, it'll rally up and then it'll continue down. But because it didn't do that, went sideways and broke back up, guess where it's likely to go to? To the top of the channel. Now it almost got here, right? Like that was like literally maybe a few dollars away from getting to the top of the channel. So it almost got to that, didn't it? See what I'm saying there? That's what markets do when they create false breakouts. When you get a clear defined resistance and a clear defined channel, that's what the market does, right? Makes sense? So that's what we're looking at there with the silver and gold market. So if I go back to the gold market now and I open this up a bit more, so gold, right? So that's what's happening here, right? We had all this support level break down. If we rally back up and kick back up, especially with gold, because gold had this big move up here on this weekly chart. Very, 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 very big move up. And due to the fact that we opened this right up, due to the fact that gold has just been doing nothing for almost a decade. Not really, but you know what I mean? Like since 2013, it started just doing nothing, like not trending at all. So what I'm saying here is that if this weekly chart is a false breakout, bear with me, okay, on the daily chart. If this is a false breakout and we start to rally back up through to here and we do get that rally, just like we did with Tesla, right? Because again, that's how the markets work. Then what's going to happen here on this weekly chart? That's going to what? That's going to create some sort of what? That's going to create a higher low. And then we're going to rally up. And if we do that and we start to break up, then guess what? That could be what? That could be the start of, no hope here, right? That could be the start. Let me bring up the trend lines now. That could be the start of the next move up, right? So if I bring this here, let me delete that. So as you can see, right, we have this here. This could be a higher low moving up. This is now compressing up. If we do this big, basically, it's basically one big, if you delete that off through there and delete that, put that through there, as you can see, right, it's basically one big, massive triangle pattern that gold is forming. And I'm telling you right now, when a triangle pattern like that forms over many years on the weekly chart, and then we get a small little pullback, and then we have a higher low, and then we start to break up above that, oh my goodness, there's like an 80% chance we're likely to go for a run. Now, so Wayne, I hope you can see now, man, my man, that this is not based on hope. This is just based on technical analysis. This is how the markets work, right? Now, I also said, where's the market likely to run to? And how do I get that? Well, I find the next level of support or resistance, right? So up here, what? Up here is, see this level up here? 1800, that's where the next resistance point is, right? That's where the market's likely to run to. Now, not straight away, not in one day. It might take a year to get there. You know, we go for a run for a while and pull back and run, right? Step up. Makes sense? So I hope you can see now that this is not based on hope. This is pure based on what the markets are telling us. And you see this, right? When the market goes quiet, ever heard the analogy before? The calm before the storm? Well, guess what? When the market's quiet and it's quiet and there's not much going on, and suddenly, bam, we start the break. That's when you think about the calm is energy building. The calm is energy building. The calm is energy building. Energy building. Energy building. Energy building. Refueling. Energy building. Energy building. Energy building. Refueling. And then when we break, guess what? It's ready to release that energy, and it's like a rocket ship after that. And you know, we could start to see a pretty big, decent move in gold. You know, and it spit it out, John. And it could be quite quick as well too. So I hope you can see now, guys, that this is not based on hope. This is just based on technical. This is how the markets work, right? Downward trends, upward trends, sideways trends, resting phases, and so on and so forth. Make sense? So I hope that helps you out. Before I go, guys, just a quick reminder that if you're interested in getting the Advanced Chart Reading Mastery course, we can learn advanced chart reading techniques, strengthened moves, false breakouts like we talked about today, momentum, and so on and so forth. A lot of things as well too. Then I've actually added it to the Master Trader Lab, and you can get a free trial to that for the very first link in the description. So go click on that there. Go click on the very first thing in the description below right now, and I'll see you over there.